This seminar is about the arrangements we have done for moving into online teaching and learning. As you know from our announcements, as of tomorrow, all our face-to-face classes will go into online teaching. So this seminar is for this purpose. Thank you for joining us in this session. Thank you for your understanding and flexibility and for your collaboration. First of all, our rector, Professor Philippos Poulioutas, want to say a few words to you, and then we continue with the academic issues first, and then the technical team will train you how to use the platform, WebEx, and how you can communicate with your lecturers and with your colleagues online. So Professor Philippos Poulioutas is going to say a few words about our seminar.
Okay, hello everybody. Thank you for joining us at this time in this live session. I understand many of you are doing it from Cyprus, some others are from abroad. It's great to be with us anyway. Wherever you are, please take good care of yourself, your loved ones, but also your fellow citizens. We said before, we repeat it, your health and safety is our highest priority. Once more, I would like to ask you to pay attention to our website's announcement regarding health-related issues, but also to the official announcements of the Cyprus Ministry of Health and the respective Ministry of Health in your own country if you have decided to return home, or in any case, you have to follow their announcements as well. As my colleague, Professor Angelidis said, I will give you a very brief talk and just talk to you about some academic issues and the arrangements we have made so far with regards migrating to online teaching and learning. Then Vice Rector Angelidis will proceed with a more detailed, in-depth presentation of the academic issues related with this migration to online teaching and learning, and then he will explain to you the basic principles in online distance education and studying online. That will be followed later by a training by the distance learning unit people, the IT persons, with regards WebEx, video conferencing, and with regards other tools, Moodle and the intranet and other tools that you can use during the online study. So, we have already informed you that based on the decision by our Ministry of Education, that was last Friday, 13th, the restrictions of the operations of all educational institutions in Cyprus, primary education, secondary and higher education, including universities, have been extended to Friday, the 10th of April, 2020. As you may know, the week after, starting from 12, is the Greek Orthodox Easter week. So 19 is our Orthodox Easter Sunday, Monday following and Tuesday, that is 20 and 21, is also holidays. So what we announce is that we expect to resume face-to-face teaching and on-campus activities as of the 22nd of April. Okay? Now, this is approximately 1.5 months from now. We are now March 16. We have another 15 days until the end of March, another 22 days. It's basically 37 days. We really do hope, based on the very strict measures taken by our government that were announced yesterday, Sunday, that we'll be able to address the serious issue and therefore be ready by the 22nd to resume the on-campus operations. Now, for the moment, as we have already announced, we are moving to online teaching as from tomorrow. Yeah. Today we are delivering these 4 training sessions. We have already delivered one at 10 o'clock, one at 1 o'clock. They're about 1.5 hour duration, depending on the number of questions and depending on the number of people attending the seminars. Please do not ask any questions yet pertaining to academic issues until I finish my presentation, and then my colleague Professor Angelis finish his own presentation as well. So we can accumulate all questions. Don't type them in, don't post them yet, so that we can take them after the end of our presentation one by one. Then the technical training will follow, and then we'll come back again. Both myself and the Vice Rector will join you back again after the training, after the technical training, to ask any more questions or clarify anything that probably was not fully understood during this session. So, as I said, today we'll be conducting 4 training sessions. We already did 2. This is a session in English, and there will be another one at 7 o'clock in Greek. So we arranged for 2 trainings in English and 2 in Greek. Okay? And as of tomorrow, we are starting our WebEx online video conference teaching. Now, what does it mean? By tomorrow, if you have a lecture, or from there on the other days, your lecturers will be delivering the lectures through WebEx video conferencing. Now, it is very important to understand that the same schedule that you have so far for the face-to-face, the on-campus teaching, will continue now with the online teaching. For example, if you have a class, let's say from now, 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, then instead of coming to the class, obviously because we don't have face-to-face teaching, you will be virtually connecting to the online class, the WebEx class, which will take place exactly the same days, exactly the same times that your course schedule, your face-to-face course schedule. Okay, so nothing changes to your course schedule. You have to attend classes at the same time, at the same hours, but not on campus. These classes will be online. Okay? Now, and I'm trying to also preempt some of the questions because some similar questions have been asked before. If you have a 3 to 6 class, for example, and your lecturer was basically giving you a break between, let's say, 4:20 to 20 to 5, a 20 minutes break, he or she may follow the same approach. So clearly it's not going to be a 3-hour block online lecture. The same principles will apply on online teaching as well. So you'll be allowed to have a break during the online teaching. Of course, if it's 1 hour, then you understand, like you are taught 1 hour in class, you'll be taught 1 hour, 50 minutes basically in online teaching through WebEx. Okay? Now, let me be very clear and reassure you that our university is doing everything possible to help you, to enable you complete the spring 2020 semester with as little disruption as possible. So, all the teaching, the research, the administrative staff are working together diligently and non-stop. We are very confident, extremely confident, sure that we'll succeed. We have actually been monitoring the situation since some weeks now and have thoroughly planned for dealing with such crisis. We have developed a contingency academic plan. This plan entails all these actions that we take now, moving, for example, to online teaching and learning. it was sent to the student representatives, your representatives in the Senate and the Council for feedback, for discussion, and was approved by both bodies, the Senate and the Council, and therefore is now into effect. And as I mentioned, all our actions emanate from this planning. So what we're doing is based on a plan that we have before. So we have everything under control. So keep trusting us, continue to trust us, because we will achieve our aim. You know, we're the largest university in Cyprus in terms not only of face-to-face students, but also in terms of distance learning students. We're actually one of the largest universities in Europe when it comes to online education. We started offering online degrees back in 2012, 8 years now. We have more than 36 online programs. We serve more than 6,500 students. We may have so far graduated more than 20,000 online students. So we have a lot of expertise in distance learning education. So it's not something that we embark now. Yeah, this is something we have been doing for the last 8 years. Most of our lecturers have extensive expertise in teaching online courses. Okay, they have been teaching distance learning programs for the last 8 years. So they know quite well, very well, Moodle and the faculty intranet. These will be the two platforms that you'll be using during your online teaching and learning. Of course, the WebEx sessions, the online teaching sessions, will be done through WebEx, and that doesn't, they are done, they will be done irrespectively whether your lecturer use Moodle or the faculty intranet. Okay, so I have to be clear about that. Yeah? So we are not embarking into a new, different type of learning journey. For you, maybe it's new. You may have, however, attended some e-learning courses. You must have used Moodle or the faculty intranet. Okay, this is going to be now more systematic with the addition of online video conferencing WebEx sessions. So I say all this basically to let you know that we have all the expertise, the know-how to guide you successfully through this online studying. This seminar that you are attending now is quite important to complete. So please pay particular attention to everything that will be said, okay? I want to also reassure you that we'll be adjusting our courses and their assessment, as well as the deadlines for submitting assignments, bearing in mind this emergency situation and the extenuating circumstances we have now. Let me give you an example. Many or some courses that have midterm exams. Some of these may have taken place already. That's fine. No problem with that. They will be marked. They will be counted into the final mark of your course. However, if, for example, in a course, you have now a midterm exam, supposing this week, next week, or whatever, clearly we cannot have face-to-face midterm exams on campus or anywhere else. We cannot gather you anywhere else to have midterm exams. That's against the measures for the public health. So, instead of midterm exams, your lecturers in each course will explore other alternative methods of assessment, and this would be communicated to you. So, your lecturers may choose to give you a project, an assignment, any other work instead of a midterm exam. Yeah? Maybe the percentage, the weight of each assessment component will be readjusted, but be assured that there will be no midterm exams and everything should be done online until we resume face-to-face classes. Clearly, there will be no midterm exams after we come back, because the earliest, as we said, we come back is 22nd of April. There will be, most of the material will be covered anyway, and the midterms will be replaced anyway by a different assessment. Okay? And this is something we communicated to your lecturers as well. Now, any group work assigned to you will be reconsidered, and individual assignments may replace group work. Basically, what we want to avoid is the physical interaction. You should not meet physically with any other person. Yeah? You should follow strictly what the guidelines, the regulations now say about social distancing. Okay? So, any group work may be changed to individual work, or if deemed essential to have it, then of course you can use emails, you can use virtual meetings, you can use electronic communication, and you can use group work technology like wikis to work together at the same time to do group work. I said we are very optimistic, very sure that everything will go as smooth as possible. However, during this week, there may be some technical and other teething issues. Yeah? We are suddenly moving 5,000 students from face-to-face into distance learning, okay? Into a different mode of delivery. Our systems may, at some point, have a problem, but rest assured that we'll deal it efficiently and effectively. So I'm asking your patience, understanding, flexibility, and cooperation during the beginning of this new journey of yours in online learning. As I said, you can count on us. We'll provide with help. We'll provide you with all the help needed, but please do try your best. This is not something that we can do ourselves. You have to do it. We'll be here to assist you, and only together we can make it. So, these are extremely trying times for humanity, with the coronavirus affecting well over 100 countries globally. Yeah? So let us all do our best to remain strong and at the same time optimistic. This is indeed a challenging situation, and it will be a learning process for all of us. For your sake and for the sake of others, including your loved ones, stay home, work, and study from home. We need to embrace, adopt, and adapt to social physical distancing. Yeah, I add the word physical in social distancing. It is implied, okay? But at the same time, what we should definitely avoid is virtual distancing. So please keep continuous electronic and virtual communication with your family, your friends, your classmates, your lecturers, your colleagues, so that to establish to the possible highest degree social virtual proximity. So we are next to each other virtually, connected to each other. Doesn't have to be physically. It cannot be physically as things are now. So once this virus runs its course and we begin to return to our more typical routines and standard operations, I expect that we all be much stronger and wiser, and definitely more skillful and confident, and surely more digitally and technologically skilled. This online teaching, online learning will help you a lot to be clearly more digitally and technologically equipped. Will prepare you much better for the digital society. Indeed, this pandemic we are facing highlights what to me truly matters. And I really hope that during this difficult period, we will all be more compassionate human beings, caring for each other and caring for the cohesion of our society. Dear students, once more, I thank you for your cooperation and collaboration. I wish you and your loved ones health and strength. As I mentioned before, Vice Rector for Academic Affairs, Professor Panagiotis Angelidis, who was introduced to you just before me, will now join you to explain and discuss with you online study. This will be followed, as I mentioned before, by a training by the distance learning unit. The training will focus on the online learning management system and the tools that you'll be using. Thank you again for listening. Thank you for being with us today. I will give the floor to Professor Angelidis. Please refrain from asking many questions now regarding academic issues. Wait until my colleague finishes his presentation, and once it's done, I will join him on the floor to answer your questions. Okay? Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Hello again. I will present some of the arrangements we have done for online teaching and learning. First of all, as you have already heard from the rector, we have organized 4 seminars, 4 sessions for training, for online training for all students. This is the 3rd one, the 2nd in English, and there is another one at 7 in Greek. During this online seminar or session, you will learn how online classes are run and how you can attend video conferences and study online. This is very important for your next steps as distance learning students. You can also learn how you can communicate with your lecturers and how you can ask questions and also communicate with your classmates. As of tomorrow, all classes will run online. As you have heard from the rector, your courses will take place during the same time, same day as your face-to-face classes. So your course schedule will be exactly the same. Same time, same day. Instead of going physically into the classroom, you will have to join the video conference from your home. You will be virtually online and attend the lecture of your lecturers. When you join the video conference in your online class, you will be able to watch your lecturer, the presentation, and you also will be able to communicate with him or her and with your classmates. Your lecturer will make available on the platform that he or she is using, that is Moodle or intranet, the learning material, the teaching and learning material, and also some learning activities. You have to follow these activities and read the readings. I will come back to this in a while. Your lecturer will contact you in order to inform you about the course material and the activities on the platform. Also, your lecturer will inform you as to how teaching and learning will take place following the distance learning methods and how you will communicate with him or her and with each other. Now, it's important for you what you have to do. First, you have to attend the online synchronous teleconferences, the video conferences. As you know, attendance is obligatory. You have to access daily the platform and check what's going on the platform. Also, you have to check your emails daily and check the university's email account as well. You have to study the course material, and you have to communicate with your lecturer via the platform or by email or by other means like Skype or other ways that your lecturer suggests. Don't leave any questions unanswered. Whenever you have a question, ask your lecturer. Also, we have done some course adjustments. As you have heard from the rector, there will be no more face-to-face midterm exams. Instead, we will use alternative assessment methods such as projects, portfolios, assignments, etc. Also, we'll be flexible with the deadlines. We may give extensions wherever is needed. And any group work assigned to you will be reconsidered by your lecturers, and individual assignments may replace group work. In case that group work cannot be replaced, it is important that no physical interaction should take place between you and your colleagues, the other students. Instead, virtual meetings, electronic communication, and online group work tools such as Wiki should be used. You can anytime contact the distance learning unit. You've got the emails and the telephone numbers. And for those students who have lab courses, studio courses, and practicum, the coordinators of these courses and the heads of the departments will communicate with you how you will complete these courses. Thank you once again for being with us.